1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Back to throw. Eason. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Ready.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Rudolph. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Undercrunch. Mike's 47.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Go.
Rudolph now to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, high 7. Look at me, zipper. Check 13.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
We go. 50, plant. Hey, exit.
57, Mike. 50.
Go.
Oh, you got 10? 57, Mike 57. Let's go. 57.
Hey, Alpha.
57, Mike.
Get it.
Off the play fake. Eason. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey.
Check 55, Mike.
Hey, we're gone. Hey, Sam off. Bam. Kill. Bravo. Hey, turn it up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Got it.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Coming to you.
Throwing again. Eason. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
On the double.
57. Here we go.
Yep.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Hey, C6, C6. Look at me. Score, score. Five.
To throw on second down. Eason. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from second to third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Looking to throw. Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Come on, boy. Hey, Haywood. Don't be scared of it.
55 is my guy, 55.
Yo, go, go.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Go.
On first down, Eason over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
To throw again, Eason. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Back to throw. Eason looking here for Smith downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Take four. Topper.
Mike's 47.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Hey, Charlie.
47 is the Mike.
From the 24, Rudolph. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Tighten up.
Look, squeeze.
Check 31.
Shift. Watch the shift. Now. Hard.
Wide, get wide.
Stop.
Blitz coming for Rudolph. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Greystone, travel. Hey, Echo. Hey, lock it.
Slam. Tight dog.
Shoot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. And this one complete to Smith. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go. Let's do it.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come out here in the I. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Matchbox lights. Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And an alley to run. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Down.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Hey, wahoo!
On 2nd and 10, Rudolph. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. It's Rudolph. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's caught at the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. And now he has another interception. Picked off at the 13. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Check right. Watch 85. Yeah. Kill.
Hey, Delta. Look at me. Snap.
Throwing again. Eason. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Operating from the gun, Eason. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Hey, high 7. Go.
57. No gain on this defense. No gain. Check 37.
Rock it.
Check it out. Switch. Watch twist. Go.
A final shot before break. Eason escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, Alpha.
54. Danny. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Hey.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Buzz. Hey, Sam off. Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
There. Check. Bravo.
Check hot. Hey, alert.
Look at me. Go. Look. Squeeze. Lead grip.
From the gun, Eason. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Fielded at the 43. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Hit it.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rudolph.
Complete to Juju Smith-Schuster. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Check. Both sevens are Mike.
Now it's Rudolph. He's going to fire one deep over them. It's caught at the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. 3rd down here.
On the ready. 54's Mike. Check, 6. Pull it high. Now. Go.
Operating from the gun. Eason. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Wow, man!
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Get it.
After the sack on 1st down, Rudolph.
Straight up, man.
And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. A give to Kamara running right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Matchbox lights. Hey, Charlie. Mike's 47. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Safe. Hey, Echo. 47's the Mike. 47's X3. 218. Chop. They go.
They run it again with Kamara. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Zoo. Bang. General West. Check line 47.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Got it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
47, Mike, 47. Check, 47.
Here we go.
weapon.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Go.
Take the edge. Come.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rudolph. And some room to work. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lutz with the extra point. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And that will extend this big lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
47, Steelers 13.
Yeah, they got my quarterback in that shit, man. They were passing through it. They need to fix that dumb shit in the game. It's like they be playing defense, all they be doing is pressing triangle like that. He has
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Throwing on first down. Eason. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Eason, rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Eason, open man is Uzomah. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. On 4th down, Eason. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now left side on the swing pass. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Rudolph. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Rudolph on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Rudolph on first down. Flushed out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. But it'll be second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
Back to the air. Rudolph going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On first down, O'Neal. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. So now the Steeler offense coming onto the field. They'll try to add 2 more. Rudolph following the fumble recovery. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3. And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Go. Move.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eason under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Mike 57. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, Sam off. Fair. Go. Crunch. Hurry.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one. The amount of points that